Disclaimer. Music is subjective and is solely based on the individual who is consuming it to tell whether it is good or bad. This platform respects the opinions of those who agree and who disagree. We hope you enjoy this video, and if you do not come back.
This is Rap Reviews, where I review the latest albums, projects, tapes, playlists, EPs, or whatever fancy word they're using for bodies of work these days. Now, this will be my first review, and there was an EP to drop earlier this morning titled Normal Backwards by Lil Reese of Chicago. Normal Backwards is Lamron, which is the block that he, Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and others grew up on in Chicago. This is a 6-song EP which has 0 features. There's 1 feature included in the credits, but I'd never hear the verse on the track at all, and we'll get into that in a second, but for right now, let's get into this review. Track 1 is a song called Ludicrous. Now, the beat is cool, okay, and he rides it well. Pause. Now, the hook lyrics they're actually very dope, and the delivery of the hook and verses is energetic, and it's also a great way to start your tape. And I also love it when a rapper rhymes their ad-libs, okay? But the track is very short, but I guess that's how intros go. Now, the second track is titled Stop That. The beat, fucking fire. All right, it's a really hypnotic beat, and it has a dope vibe. And on this record, Lil Reese says 4:40 a.m. and I'm blowing out the P, and I can relate to that. All right, now the flow on there is very nice, and I think that the hook is okay. It could have been a little bit more clever or something, but it worked well with the song and it fit. So the song is great. Now, the third track is titled Blasting. The beat is kind of mediocre. I don't really, care for the beat too much. The flow is repetitive and redundant on this track right here. The hook is right? And I really don't care for this track like that. And it's also listed to have Lil Duke to be featured on the track, but he never raps. It's all Lil Reese, and to be honest, in my opinion, this track is all bad. All right, now, track number 4 is titled Depend on Me. This beat is hard as fuck. All right, very, very hard. The hook is dope, and everyone should be able to relate to the hook. Okay, it's talking about depending on yourself, and where would you be if you didn't depend on yourself? And if you cannot relate to that, then you should reevaluate your life. All right, now, the flow is dope on this, and he sounds relaxed. He sounds chill on this one. And a bar that I like on this track is when he says, "I'm a linebacker, don't run that shit by." Wait, no, he said, if it's not about money, I'm like a linebacker, don't run that shit by me. All right, now, it was a real dope bar, especially how he said it. And this track might actually be my favorite one on this EP. All right, now, the next song is titled Remember. And on this one, Lil Reese, he seems to be nostalgic and reminiscing on the hook of this beat. And yeah, he must be talking about the good old days of Chirac. It's a little repetitive, the hook, but it's actually filled with substance if you listen to the lyrics and if you know about the Chicago drill culture. Now, seeing as a lot of niggas have died in Chirac, who we know of, and a lot of niggas got long prison sentences, who we know of. Some people died of natural causes like Fredo, okay, and we also saw how torn up Lil Reese was after Fredo passed away. So I'm sure he's talking about this, and I'm sure he's reflecting on these things. His flow on this track is energetic and up-tempo. All right, it's dope, and it's a nice contrast from the previous track, which is Depend on Me, which is more of like, laid back type flow. All right, now, the next track and final track of this very short 6-track EP is called Gotta Be. Now, instantly, as soon as the beat plays, it's angry as fuck. It's an angry beat, and it's the exact embodiment of drill music, in my opinion. All right, now it automatically sets the tone of the song. He even starts the track by saying, "Free the guys." So yeah, you know what this is about to be about. And you know this is coming from a Chicago nigga. Now, the hook damn near sounds like a verse, and it doesn't have the words "gotta be." It doesn't have the track title in it, so I was confused at first, but I'm rolling with it. All right, now I feel he could have ended the tape a little bit better than how he ended it, but he's a Chicago nigga ending his tape with a drill beat, so honestly, I can't be mad at that. All right, and it's good to hear from Reese. We don't hear from him often, so I'm gonna give this tape a 3.8 out of 5. If you're a drill music connoisseur, then you may rate it differently. For the cover art of the EP or album, we have Lil Reese shown as the Grim Reaper. It is a nickname that he's been going by for years. He has it tattooed on him. It's his moniker. It's his alter ego, or his alter ego. The Grim Reaper has the Lil Reese mustache, which lets you know that it's Lil Reese, okay? And, you know, the tone of the artwork is eerie, it's dark, and it kind of reminds you of some old 3-6 Mafia mixed in with the kind of little ugly man type of vibe. So that's what the tape, it's pretty much embodying the cover. Like, the cover and the content of the tape go hand in hand. They're both dark. The tape is short. It's a real short listen. So depending on how you fall in that category, if you prefer short songs and short albums, or if you like longer songs or longer albums, it is dependent on you, okay, whether that is a good or bad thing. That's all for this review. If you know any other albums or tapes that you would like for me to review, or that you want reviewed, comment down below and let me know. Give me any suggestions. I appreciate that. All right, this is Rap Reviews, and we'll talk next time.